moonlit sky, the town church met its fate. Old wood cracked like the devil's laughter, echoing hate. A lone raven circling as shadows began to mate. Whiskey bottles and dust storms at heaven's gate. Burn, burn the devil's church fire, flames dancing with my sins, a ghostly choir. Betrayals heat upon the wind, whispering low in the ashes of love. Only cursed had passed to go. She was the preacher's girl, eyes wild with restless dreams. We loved beneath the steeple, hidden from moonlight beams. But her heart was a pendulum, swinging twixt extremes. Left me for another on the midnight train screams. Burn, burn the devil's church fire, each ember a memory of lost desire. Through the smoke of her leaving, I see her face in the glow of the rooms, her empty embrace. At the edge of town where the forgotten graves lay, I heard her voice calling, stirring the grave. The church bell tolled once for each deceitful play. In the heart of the fire, I saw my way. Burn, burn the devil's church fire, my heart's revenge a pyre, climbing higher. From this haunted desert, no more I'll roam. In the silence of the ashes, I find my home.
Town where the dust storms roam under moonlit skies, this cursed land's my home. The train whistles a lonesome groan past the burning church, through the valley's bone. Buried in the whiskey, drowning in the pain, every bottle's a tombstone, every memory's a chain. Lost love's echo in the bottles cry, cursed to roam, too gone to die. Whispers trail from an old saloon shadow, where her betrayal set my world aglow. Silver flicker in the candlelight, her eyes cold stars on that fateful night. Buried in the whiskey, suffocated by the past, each sip a reminder of a love that couldn't last. Ghost of her laughter, a haunting spree, silent desert sands keep her far from me. graves felt the wind's confession, a specter of her in the swirling dust procession. A shot for every sin, the revolver's decree. In the silence of the desert, the spirits won't let me be. Buried in the whiskey, embraced by the strife, this bottle my redemption, this outlaw's life. Revenge, a bitter truth under the crescent moon sway. In the whisper of the desert, I'll find my way.
In the shadow of a ghost town, where the silent deserts wait, whispers float on dust storm wind, secrets that they keep, a bottle lies half buried, a label worn and frayed. In a land where whiskey's fire once burned bright, now merely shade. Ashes of the whiskey on my breath and in my soul, tales of love and vengeance in a glass that's cracked and old. The wind moans a ballad of those lost and those betrayed. Ashes of the whiskey where my deepest debts were paid. Beneath the scorned sky, the sun bleaches bones so white. I recall her laughter echoing through the lonesome night. The train whistle haunts me, a soundtrack to my strife. Her love was the dagger betrayal, cut like a knife. Ashes of the whiskey in the shadows of my heart, memories like ghost fires tearing old dreams apart. The moonlight bears witness to the sins I can't evade. Ashes of the whiskey under crosses where prayers were prayed. In the burning church's glow, I faced the man I used to be. Stood trial in the flames' harsh court, the judge and the jury me. Found guilty in the silence, with no one else to blame. I watched our love turn to smoke and fed the fire with my shame. Ashes of the whiskey drift away like grains of sand. Revenge a bitter liquor I drank from a cursed hand. Every drop that passes through these lips dark and decayed, whispers of the whiskey and the price I've dearly paid. Ashes of the whiskey haunt me till my dying day.
Underneath the silver moon's haunted light stands a ghost of a town swallowed by the night. Wind whispers secrets through the chapel's burned black beams, echoes of the past caught in a dust devil's dreams. Buried in the cursed land, where shadows lead to dance, whiskey numbs the heart, but it can't change the chance. Every step I've taken led to cursed land. The tale of a love bride as a train's lone whistle call, gone like smoke from a gun when the darkness began to fall. She was a fire, I was the cold iron rail, bound for collision, a story doomed to fail, buried in the cursed land, where the lost souls roam, haunted by the echoes of a heart that was my home. Every night I've woken to the desert's mournful songs, found my dreams uprooted, planted in these silent palms. In the valley of the damned, I face the truth under starlit glow. Her words were the betrayal, the final brutal blow. Now every whisper of the sand, every chill the desert sends, is her voice calling me to a place where all ends, buried in the cursed land. Buried in the cursed land, with my sins laid bare, the dust settles on my soul, yielding to despair. Here I wait forever, 'neath the cursed earth plot I stand, bound to this silent hell, buried in the cursed land.
In the shadow of the valley where the sun forgets to shine, I ride alone, past whispers in the pines. Dust kicks up neath the hooves of my old gray mare. Ghost towns echo tales of despair. A whiskey bottle clinks against my side as I ride toward vengeance with nowhere to hide. Riding through the last ride under a blooded sky, past burning churches where the lost souls lie. Hear the train whistle mourn a tune so wild and wide, I'm chasing shadows on this long last ride. The wind-out secrets of a cursed land. Once loved a woman, she slipped right through my hands. Betrayed by a brother, now a foe, not a friend. Left me for dead in a story that he penned. But the desert knows the sins of night, and in its sands I plight my fight. Riding through the last ride under a blood-red sky, past forgotten graves where the dust storms fly. Hear the train whistle mourn a tune so wild and wide, I'm facing demons on this long last ride. face to face with my past. Every scar, every wrong, shadows cast. With the ending near this tale's last page, I'll meet my fate with a gunfighter's rage. Riding to the last ride under a blood-red sky. This is my confession, this is my goodbye. Hear the train whistle sing a hymn so wild and wide. I'm embracing darkness on this last solemn ride. No more shadows, just the truth by my side. In a ghost town where the wind whispers names, dusty streets echo with old forgotten claims. Whiskey bottles lay thrown by the church's burnt gate, a tale of betrayal and a devil's fiery hate. Oh, the devil's hand, cold and unkind, finds the back of those who've left love behind. In the silence of the desert, under a blood-red moon, he walks with shadows, singing a vengeful tune. Now there once was a lover, fair-haired and true, whose heart was stolen in a night of dew. But the lover's promise was a whispered lie, left in a grave where only crows dare fly. Devil's eyes, like burning coals, seek out the sinner to claim their souls. Through dust storms howling like a train's lonesome cry, he counts each betrayal under a starless sky. Forgotten well, he stood his ground, the devil's curse echoing without a sound. Forsaken hearts, now heed my call. Revenge be mine, justice for all. So listen close, oh, you carrying sin, the devil's revenge, it sure will begin. In the cold night air, with every step you retrace, you'll meet your fate in this cursed silent place.
train whistles over the plains through the quiet remnants of forgotten pains, where the hanging tree waits, so still, so grim. Underneath its boughs I sing this hymn for the souls of the lost, the betrayed, the gone. In the heart of the night, their spirits drawn. A tale of a lover with eyes like stormy skies, her promises as hollow as her alibis. In the light of a burning church I found my dread, a whisper in the wind, better off dead. Starlit badge that led me astray to the land where the shadows swallow the day, where the hanging tree waits, its branches sway, calling out the tune of the stray, for justice, for vengeance, beneath the moon's glance. In its eerie silence, the dead they dance. By the light of a dust storm, I face my foe. In the silence of the desert, the truths I now know. The bullet was swift, a flash in the night by the hanging tree, ending the fight. Where the hanging tree waits, with nooses old and frayed, I laid down my gun beneath its shade. For in the wild desert, under vast starlit sky, rest the tales of the old, where my heart lies.
Sky where the vultures circle high, dust devils dance where the old church lies in ruin. Whiskey bottles clink in the silence of the ghost town. Every wall is a story, every shadow a warning. Echoes from the cursed land, they call my name. Through the whisper of the train, like a lost refrain. Here under the desert sun, where my sins lie bare, the wind carries my burden, a song of despair. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy night, betrayed by a kiss in the flicker of a lantern light. Her laughter now a memory, fading in the swirling dust. Her vows lie forgotten like a pistol left to rust. Echoes from the cursed land, a haunting plea. In the howl of the night wind, she speaks to me. Bound by blood-stained dreams in these silent streets, every stone tells a story, every echo repeats. By the burning church I kneel and pray for rain. Wash away her sins, cleanse my soul from pain. But the heavens stay silent, just like her grave, hidden wide in this cursed land. Even redemption has died. Echoes from the cursed land, I embrace the fire. A lone outlaw's lament strung on rusty wire. Let the desert claim me, let the spirits judge my stand. In the heart of the silence of this forsaken land. In the shadows where the whiskey rivers flow, under moonlight scorn, the church bells toll no more. Lonely roads stitched with forgotten names, through the dust storms roll, carrying my blame. Midnight in the church fire, glowing red as rage. Silent prayers turn to whispers in this cursed stage. Ashes fall like snowflakes on this barren land. All that's left is a gun still burning in my hand. There's a ghost town waiting where our love once bloomed. That old wooden cross now scorched and consumed. Neath the sky that mourns with stars that weep lies the secret that the old church keeps. In midnight in the church fire, embers tell no lies, haunted by the specters of old sorrowful goodbyes. Echoes of the choir, trapped in flames embrace, a prayer for my darling, lost without a trace. Midnight in the church fire, where my vengeance bled, laid him down beside his lies in a forgotten bed. And now I roam a phantom in the night's cold snare, a soul untethered, riding winds of despair. Each verse echoes the haunting sway of desert winds, carrying tales of old sins whispered by spirits still wandering the forsaken paths. Out where the wind whispers tales of betrayal, under the shadow of a blood-red moon, stands a lone figure by the tracks frail, humming a sad forsaken tune. Whiskey bottles lay buried in sand next to the ruins of a burnt-out church. This cursed land's tied to a ghostly hand on a heartbroken lover's endless search. In the ashes of the devil's deal, where lost souls wander and kneel, lies the story of a love that died beneath the stars of a silent desert sky. By the light of a dying fire's glow, he recalls her laughter mingled with sin. A dusty storm swept her away slow, leaving trails of a might have been. A whispered promise turned to scream in a ghost town where their dreams fell apart. Every dusk is a broken dreamer's dream in the graveyard of his once hopeful heart. In the ashes of the devil's deal, where silence whispers try to heal, echoes of a love that turned to cry under the haunting endless desert sky. Dust, he faced his fears, a revolver's truth at the devil's ear. Betrayal's cost was steep and clear in the echo of a distant train's jeer. In the ashes of the devil's deal, he found the strength to finally feel no more shadow, he stands revealed as the dawn breaks over cursed fields. Now the desert holds its tale, a ballad song where the brave fail. In the cold light truths prevail, in the ashes he broke the spell. In the shadow of the silent desert's moan, where the wind whispers secrets best unknown, stands a man with whiskey in his weary bones and a heart turned harder than the stones. Dust devils dance on this cursed dirt trail. Ghost towns echo a mournful wail. He rides past churches, charred and stale, undisguised we bash instead of hell. Outlaw heart beneath the smoke, lost love's a fire that never broke. Through burning lands on paths he strode, where every step is on cursed road. By the light of a lonely train's lament, he recalls a love twisted and bent. Betrayal's knife from the dark was sent in a letter that smelled of roses never meant. Rode through nights to settle the score, past forgotten graves and the legends of yore. Each bullet a promise to even out the war between what life gives and what it's sold for. Outlaw heart beneath the smoke, lost love's a fire that never broke. Through silent deserts his vows he spoke, to the shadows his only kin and foe. In the eyes of the storm he faced his fate. In the heart of the dust he saw too late. The love he chased was a ghost of bait, a trap set by hate to seal his gate. Outlaw heart beneath the smoke, he rides now where no words are spoke. In the silence he's the echo of a stroke, of dark tales under the desert's cloak. Outlaw heart forever roam, in the desert's arms he found his home. With every turn he writes his tone, in the land where lost souls forever comb. In the shadow of a burned down church beneath the silver moon, whiskey breath and cursed lands under a lonesome coyote's tune. A dusty bottle rolls forgotten by old boots worn and frayed, where a ghost of vengeance whispers on winds of debts unpaid. No mercy in the outlaw heart, fire in his weary bones, riding through these silent deserts, past unmarked stones, where the train whistle moans a sorrow that only the lost can know. He walks a path of shadows where no righteous man dares go. Love betrayed by blood in the cold light of dawn, her memory a haunting ghost in the town at times withdrawn. He swore revenge on the man who turned his day to night, his heart locked up in darkness, far from mercy's light. No mercy in the outlaw heart, hardened by the winds. He rides through cursed landscapes where the trail of vengeance begins. Under the weight of sorrow, his pain a ceaseless roam, an outlaw bound by clanking chains, far from any home. At the crossroads he stands, gun heavy in his hand,
face with his betrayer in this God-forsaken land. Ice cold as the desert night, the showdown silent tight. Echoes of justice firing, cutting quickly through the fray. No mercy in the outlaw heart, and revenge finally his. The ghost town whispers settle as he's embraced by desert's kiss. Riding off past burning sands into a crimson sky. An outlaw with a heart so broken, not even time can try. Blood-red sky in nowhere town. The sun burns low, ghosts don't make a sound. A bottle of rye in my shaking grip. Memories play like a black and white clip. Tracks run cold through the heart of the waste. Each whistle's a scream, each mile erased. Whiskey and smoke, my comfort, my cloak. In a land of lost souls, I'm a shadow of a bloke. With every sip, I see her face. In the curl of the smoke, her tender grace. Whiskey and smoke, under stars I invoke the tale of a love, now just cinders and choke. She danced through the chapel with fire in her eyes, promises spoken under stormy skies. But the preacher was crooked and the vows were a lie. By dawn it was clear it was a kiss or die. Left her veil in the desert next to my trust. All that remains is dust and rust. Whiskey and smoke veil the pain like a cloak. Her laughter now echoes a cruel cosmic joke. With each burning sip, the past awaits. In the haze of the smoke, my heartache stakes. Whiskey and smoke, in shadows I'm soaked, haunted by love and the words we never spoke. At the edge of
of town where the old church burned. I faced the ghosts, each stone overturned. The flame in my heart met the cold night air, found nothing but silence, her absence laid bare. Whiskey and smoke, they shield, they provoke. In a curtain of ashes I'm hiding my yoke, till the bottle runs dry. In the smoke I'll abide, a silhouette lost to the night's rising tide. Whiskey and smoke, this life's no joke. Bound by the past, in its chains I'll forever choke.
Under a blood-red sky in nowhere town, the sun burns low, ghosts don't make a sound. A bottle of rye, my shaking grip, memories play like a black and white clip. Tracks run cold through the heart of the waste, each whistle's a scream, each mile erased.
Shadow of a bloke. With every sip I see her face in the curl of the smoke, her tender grace. Whiskey and smoke, under stars I invoke the tales of a love now just cinders and choke. Dance through the chapel with fire in her eyes, promises spoken under stormy skies. But the preacher was crooked and the vows were a lie. By dawn it was clear it was a kiss or die. Left her veil in the desert next to my trust. All that remains is dust and rust. The cape is a dimple that's tracing died, and the lake to the dap with the edge of town where the old church burned out. I faced the ghost, each stone overturned, at the dirts have returned. The flame in my heart met the cold night air, found nothing but silence, her absence laid bare. And smoke, they shield, they provoke. In a curtain of ashes I'm hiding my yoke, till the bottle runs dry. In the smoke I'll abide, a silhouette lost to the night's rising tide. Whiskey and smoke, this life's no joke. Bound by the past, in its chains I'll forever choke.
Down a dusty path where the devil's winds blow, found an old town, shadows dancing slow. Whiskey bottle laying in the middle of the street. A church was burning, near the flames cracking weak. No mercy on the lonely road where the lost souls come to bear their load. Silent deserts keep their cursed vows. Ain't no forgiveness, just echoes of how. Met a man with eyes like cold train steel. Said he lost his love to a crooked card deal. Promised vengeance neath the crescent moon's glow. Blade in his grip, no intent to let go. No mercy on the lonely road where silence speaks in codes nobody knows. Ghost towns whisper of the deeds so foul. Old sins cast long shadows, they never throw in the towel. In a forgotten grave he knelt down to confess to the ghost of a girl in a blood-stained dress. Across cursed lands his revenge took flight. A deadly quiet settles like the dark swallow in the light. No mercy on the lonely road where every step is a story untold. In the dust of the desert truth finds its way. Revenge or resign, but a price you'll always pay. Each note strums the sorrow of lands, weary and worn on the lonely road where such tales are born. In the shadow of an old ghost town where the wind whispers sins, the desert sun paints the cracks in a land forgotten by kin. Rusted signs sway, tales of a cursed gold that never gave. Dark secrets lie with the whiskey bottles beneath the silent grave. Oh, the moans neath the earth, they call out in the night. Lost loves and old betrayals hide from the pale moonlight. No peace for the haunted, no rest for the brave. All stories end beneath the silent grave. A train whistle blows, cutting through the silence like a scream. Brings me back to her eyes, shining under starlight's gleam. A preacher man once said our sins are ours, alone to save. Now he lies with the ashes of a church that he couldn't save. Oh, the cries in the wind, they echo through the fight. Goes to the past, dancing with the dust storms in the night. Each step is a memory, each memory a wave, crashing down beneath the silent grave.
by the burnout chapel frame, I faced the man who bore my name and the curse we both claim. With pistol drawn and heartbeat loud, we settled debts unpaid. One man's truth, another's lie beneath the judgment laid. And dreams best left unbraved. Forgive me, love, for the path I chose and the soul I couldn't save. I'll meet my peace come the end beneath the silent grave.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence of the ghost town sleep, I walk with shadows, my boots, stirring secrets that the dust keeps. Whiskey breath of leather, echoes of cries beneath the moon. Each step a story, a lover's dance turned to a traitor's tune. Blood on the dusty boots, red as the desert sun fading. Lost souls wandering in cursed lands, forever waiting. A kiss of betrayal, scar left burning deep. Blood on the dusty boots, secrets the shadows keep. Burning bright in a church long since forsaken. Her love was a promise till I found the vows were taken under the veil of night. Her whispers traded for a silver light. Ghost of her touch haunts me as lonesome train whistles cry. Blood on the dusty boots, painting paths I've roamed through silent deserts and forgotten graves I've combed. A heart sworn to vengeance beneath stars that we. Blood on the dusty boots, the price the night does read. In the eye of the dust storm, I face the heart that deceived. Her shadow in the doorway with the truth up her sleeve. Bullets through the silence like thunder breaking through. What's done in the darkness comes to light in the morning hue. Blood on the dusty boots, now mingled with the earth so cold. A tale of love and vengeance in the winds forever told. Through the valley of the damned to the end I'll ride. Blood on the dusty boots, my spirit won't abide.
Each riff of the guitar cries the sorrows of a past that's etched into the land, where every grain of sand knows the weight of a broken man. In the shadow of the Rockies, under the blood-red moon. The whistle of a midnight train sings a lonesome tune. The trail of ghost towns, whispers of a dam, rusty tracks laid across cursed land. A lone whistle cuts the silence like a promise dressed in pain. Every night at 12 arrives the devil's train. Oh, hear that mournful cry through the desert air. The devil's midnight train, collector of despair. Past burning churches by forgotten graves, rides the souls who gambled, lost and couldn't be saved. Once bed my heart on love, pure as the driven snow. But she was a tempest, a wild wind set to blow. Found her whispers in the arms of a man from Abilene. My revenge, it echoed through the chambers of 16. Now every midnight when that whistle moans my pain, I see their faces in the windows of that train. Oh, hear that mournful cry through the desert air. The devil's midnight train rolling from nowhere, through dust storms and decay, under the crescent moon's wave. It's a rolling tomb of sorrow, heartbreak and shame. On one fateful night, by the light of a sinner's flare, I stood by the tracks, felt the cold night tear. As the train slid into view, I saw her face so clear. She mouthed forgive as the train drew near. But forgiveness is a train that I missed long ago. Now I walk with shadows where only the lost souls go. Hear that haunting cry is calling out my name. A ticket to the past on the devil's train. I'll ride it till the end, through the silence and the slain. The devil's midnight train, in my veins it'll remain.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence, ghost town cries. Desert sands hide the sins under the devil's hollow sky. Whiskey bottles lay like markers, memories gone dry. Old church shadows flicker as the cold wind sighs. Oh, beneath the devil's hollow sky, where our broken promises and dreams did lie. Every star a story, every gust a ghostly cry, left here alone to ponder under the devil's hollow sky. lands where love's sweet rose once bloomed. Turn my back on daylight, where them dark deeds loom. Her laughter now just whispers in the moonlit midnight gloom. A love betrayed, a heart mislaid, led me to this tomb. Yes, beneath the devil's hollow sky, revenge a bitter drink on which I steadily rely. A gun my solemn company on this path where angels shine. All that's left is settling scores under the devil's hollow sky. Dust storms rage like my fury, nowhere left to hide. Face to face with the man in black on this final ride. Truths unravel in our glares, no more need for pride. Two bullets speak in silence, redemption or a guide. Now beneath the devil's hollow sky, lay down my burdens as the night whispers goodbye. This land, these scars, witness to my side. Forgive me, Lord, I'm coming home under the devil's hollow sky.
In the shadow of a ghost town, under a blood-red sky, stands the skeleton of a barn where my old life lies. The wind whispers secrets through cracks and worn wood. A whiskey bottle empty, like the promises that stood. Ashes of the burning barn float away with the scent. Haunting melodies of a steel guitar play the might have been. Every ember tells a story of love betrayed by a scar. Underneath the silver moon, by the ashes of the burning barn. The night was thick with vengeance, thunder rolled across the land. She vanished with a stranger, with my heart still in her hand. Dust stormed the chapel where we once planned to wed. Now nothing but silent prayers and dreams that bled. Ashes of the burning barn float away with the sand. Echoes of a distant train, mourning what could have been. Every ember a whisper of the trust that broke apart. Underneath the haunting moon, by the ashes of the burning
flames that took my past in that cursed wind. A reckoning was due. The stars told me so in the lonely desert night where the lost souls go. Ashes of the burning barn mark the tales of the damned. A lone figure walks away with justice in his hand. Let the fire cleanse the lies, and the truth stand stern and stark in the silence of the desert by the ashes of the old barn. Each chord, each note, carrying the weight of dust-laden memories, intended to be sung like a ghostly confession drifting through the desolate plains.